today I wanted to do a more extreme look, as you can hopefully tell. Yeah, this isn't my natural skin color. Anyways, I wanted to do an alien look because recently I bought scar wax, which you can use to block out your eyebrows. And yeah, I figured let's try that and just do this whole alien thing around it. Why not? I'm not quite sure why you could wear this. Maybe when at Halloween, like all the way in October, or maybe at a fantasy fair. Like so yeah, let's get started. This time I wanted to use a moisturizing base, so I started out with the L'Oreal Skin Perfection Moisturizer. Which also sort of functions to, yeah, sort of hide the pores a little bit, so it's a very good primer as well. And of course it also moisturizes, because it's a moisturizer. But yeah, because I'm not going to use foundation, I'm going to use all sorts of other stuff, so I wanted a good base for that. And then I started out with this FX wax by Kryolan. Sort of scar wax, modeling wax sort of stuff. And I blocked out my eyebrows with that, so as you can see just now I just had it on the back of a brush and scooped it out of the container with it. And then just basically rub it on my eyebrows until they're flat. Then I tried covering them with this Peggy Sage foundation cream. However, yeah, for a starter, foundation cream is slightly darker than my skin. I don't know what color it is actually because it doesn't say on the container. But yeah, it didn't cover well enough, so then I used the Catrice Camouflage cream in Ivory to block them out some more. And that did work a lot better. I still got to try to figure out how to completely block them out for looks like this, but so far so good. Then I used powder just to set everything in place so far. And then for the fun part, I used this Aqua palette by Kryolan. And basically only used white and blue, and water of course. And what I started out with is just painting my entire face white with a sponge. In the past I did try to use a brush for this, but a sponge just works a lot better. And yeah, if you want to make it like completely natural-ish, like it's your actual skin, you know what I mean, then you could just drag it into your hairline as well, but I had to work the next day. And I didn't have time that day anymore to wash my hair, so I figured, you know, let's just keep my hair clean. And then for the blue part I used this sponge that's basically just a, you know, dishwashing sponge, but I just ripped some holes in it and then dabbed it in blue face paint and just sort of like stamped the colors on my face. You could of course try to like freehand the skin texture, that would also be fun, but this is just a lot quicker and I think a lot more people will do it this way. Then I moved on to the Urban Decay Electric Palette, specifically the shade Chaos, I think it's called Chaos. I'll just put everything down below in the description box as usual. And I shaped with it. I used a buffing brush by Real Techniques for the shaping because I couldn't find the contour brush. Yeah. And yeah, I just started out with my cheekbones as usual. And yeah, I just wanted my face to look really thin, so also really shaped my forehead a lot. And of course also my jawline and my nose and just everywhere else where I would always shape. And also my neck where I would not usually shape, but I don't know, it just felt like my neck needed a little bit more blue to really fit in with the rest. And then with a smaller brush I just dragged the contouring around my nose up to where my eyebrow would be if I hadn't, you know, hidden it. And also put it underneath my eye to create sort of a shade. I didn't want to do a full eye look, I just really wanted to look like a natural alien, I guess. So I also dragged that color up in the crease where also a shadow would naturally be. But I did actually make sure to not touch the blue around the nose. Just leave a little bit of a gap between the crease and the nose. And then I used even a smaller brush to also shade my lips. It's actually a trick that I saw on a photo. Basically just shaping around the lips. On the photo it was done with purple by the way, but you know, blue looked better for this. And yeah, it's really not something that I would do, you know, for an actual natural look, but for a more extreme look it looks really cool. Basically I'm just painting a moustache on my face now. And just leaving a little gap between the shaping and my actual lip. And just blend it out obviously so it doesn't continue to look like a weird moustache. And then I used silver, I think this was called Revolt, but I'm not sure. Again, I'll put it down below. And then highlight it with it. And what I like about this silver is that it's really shimmery, but it doesn't make anything, like you can see it here, it doesn't make my skin go grey or anything. It's just, it only adds silver glitter. So I pretty much used that everywhere where I wanted to highlight. And also a lot underneath my eyes and my cheekbones. And then lastly, I also put a little bit on my neck, as you can see here, just to really make it sort of blend in. And then I went on to the eyes, like back to the eyes, I guess, sort of, yeah. I just used the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Infinite White in my waterline, yeah. Oh, by the way, if you really want to wear this look to, like, you know, like a fantasy fair or something, then I would recommend also doing your shoulders and your arms. I chose not to do that this time, but in hindsight it would have looked even cooler, I guess. So yeah. But anyways, then I also sort of made an eyeliner. I didn't do like a huge wing or something, just again I wanted to make it look like sort of a natural alien that just happens to have a silver line around her eyes, which looks like that. And then obviously I did the same thing on the other eye. And for my lips I wanted to do alien nude lips, so I just used the Color Tattoo on my lips as well. Actually works pretty well, only it is of course rather dry for a lip product, because it's not a lip product. So yeah, you do need to sort of really push it onto the lips to really get it into the folds on the lips, so it just makes a smooth surface in the end. And I gotta say, it functions pretty well as a lipstick, as you can see here. And then I wanted to make my eyelashes look less obvious, I guess. So I used this lavender mascara, which is my only colored mascara, by Essence. Here you can see the difference, and yeah. So I did that eye and not yet the other one. And yeah, if you already have like really pale eyelashes, then this step is pretty much, you know, not very necessary. And if you have black eyelashes, this step is pretty much far more difficult, I guess, because that's like, yeah, I mean, it's a nice mascara, but it doesn't cover extremely well. And then it was time for more glitter, so basically I just sprayed fixing spray by Makeup Revolution on my brush, then just used some cheap craft store glitter and yeah, just pressed it onto my cheekbones. Silver glitter, by the way. And then lastly I decided to add some sort of flat back pearls with liquid latex. And I put the biggest ones on, well, where the start of my eyebrows would be if I hadn't almost fully blocked them out. Then slightly smaller ones above that, and yeah, basically it's not a very original idea or anything to do sort of a marking on the forehead of an alien, but I figured it looks cool, so why not? And the smallest rhinestones, flat back pearl things, went on top. And then I also put some more on my nose. And that was pretty much it. So that was the finished look for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you very much for watching as usual. And I hope to see you next time. Bye! And then obviously also did it on the other eye. And then I also blended it with a sort of, yeah, it's just a soft round brush.